Have you ever pondered the fine line that separates wealth from poverty? Is it just money, or could it be something more profound? Today we delve into an intriguing story that revolves around Bill Gates, the wealthiest man on the planet, and his stance on the prospect of his daughter marrying a poor man. A few years back, Bill Gates attended a conference in the United States focused on investment and finance. During the question and answer session, an inquiry was made that left the audience in fits of laughter. The question was whether Bill Gates, being the richest man in the world, would allow his daughter to marry a poor or modest man. His response was nothing short of extraordinary. "Never," he said, "my daughter will never marry a poor man." But his response was not as straightforward as it might seem. According to Gates, wealth isn't about having a hefty bank account. It's primarily about the ability to accumulate wealth. For instance, consider a lottery winner. Despite winning $100 million, this individual isn't necessarily wealthy. He's simply a poor man with a lot of money. This is why 90% of million-dollar lottery winners return to poverty within 5 years. Then there are the rich who don't possess money. Many entrepreneurs fall into this category. They are on their path to wealth, even if they don't have money, because they are developing their financial intelligence. That is the true wealth. So what separates the rich from the poor? The rich are willing to die to become wealthy, while the poor might kill for wealth. If you see a young man deciding to graduate, learning new things, constantly trying to improve himself, know that he is a rich man. If you see a young man who blames the state, believes all the rich are thieves, and constantly criticizes them, know he's a poor man, not in terms of money, but in terms of mindset. The wealthy believe they just need information and training to take off, while the poor believe others should give them money to get started. So when Gates says his daughter will never marry a poor man, he's not talking about money. He's referring to the man's ability to accumulate wealth. Most criminals, unfortunately, are poor. Faced with a large sum of money, they lose their minds, leading them to steal and rob. Consider the story of a bank guard who found a bag full of money. Instead of taking it, he handed it over to the bank manager. People considered him a fool, but in reality, he was a rich man who didn't have money. A year later, the bank offered him a receptionist job. 3 years later, he was in charge of clients. 10 years later, he was managing a regional branch of the bank, overseeing hundreds of employees, and his annual bonuses exceeded the value of the money in the bag. Wealth, my friends, is first and foremost a state of mind. So, the next time you think about wealth and poverty, remember Bill Gates' words. It's not about money. It's about the ability to generate wealth. That's the real difference between the rich and the poor.